Hello, I'm Lonnie Smith with Zimmer USA, and today we're going to talk about our Soleo SONO ultrasound unit. So the first thing we notice when we look at the unit are the two applicator holders. There are two sound heads or applicators available for the unit, a 1 centimeter and a 5 centimeter sound head. The 5 centimeter is actually plugged into the unit right now. The next thing we notice as we come around to the front of the unit are the two input knobs. From there, everything is involved through the touch screen of the unit. Our stylus is one of the best things to use to controlling the inputs on the touchscreen. You may also use your finger, but you may find the stylus a little bit more comfortable. If we push the start button from the home screen, we have 4 different options to choose as your main landing page within the unit. The fast path option in the top right, you would typically use if you have any fast path or fast protocols that you, the clinician, store within the unit that you want to keep. The next option down are our programs. From our program screen, the unit defaults set with the program screen listed on the unit. The options are simple within ultrasound, 0.8 megahertz, a continuous 0.8, whether it be 50 hertz pulse or 20 hertz pulse, and then we drop into 2.4 continuous and other pulsed options within that. The next option we have as a main landing page would be clinical indications by body part. To access the clinical indications by body part through the touch screen, we use the stylus or our finger. Works a little bit better with the stylus. We simply pick a body part. It gives us a list of indications that pop up from within that menu option. We pick whatever option we want to. Then we pick our specific tissue type. And then there's going to be an option as to what the depth of penetration or depth of the target tissue is, whether it is superficial or deep. Once we pick our depth of penetration, it comes up with clinical justification as to why we picked that. And to start our therapy, in the top right-hand side of the screen is the check and the therapy. That drops us down into a screen that shows us all the parameters while we're doing a treatment with the unit. If we look to the left, we see that it's a 5 centimeter applicator that's plugged into the unit. We see our output or our power that we're using. We see our percent coupling as well as the treatment time that we're doing. We also see whether we're providing pulsed or constant duty ultrasound. To make any changes within the ultrasound, we simply turn up our intensity knob on the left, or if we want to do any changes to to pick a different frequency, we do that all from the right-hand side of the unit. On the top right-hand part of the menu, we see our duty cycle function. To simply change the duty cycle, once the duty cycle, the utilities parameters is open, we just dial down the duty cycle by pushing the down arrow to 50, 30, 33, 20, or 10% duty cycle, depending if we want pulsed or continuous ultrasound. Another one of the features of the unit is our contact meter at the face of the applicator. If you notice, the unit is actually producing a red light right now. When we're making good contact while doing a treatment, we're going to see a green light come out of the face of the applicator. One of the related features to that is our water bath feature within the unit. The water bath feature turns off any thermal sensors within the unit to prevent there from being any false readings going on while you're doing an ultrasound treatment underwater. Another one of the features the unit has is our Sono Swing technology. The Sono Swing lets us blend the two ultrasound frequencies of 0.8 and 2.4 together to pick a certain depth of penetration for our ultrasound treatment. To change our depth of penetration on the Sono, we simply dial the right-hand button to decrease our amount of 2.4 or increase our amount of 2.4 so that we can actually see on the bar graph how deep we're penetrating in the patient's tissue. We can also choose our treatment time by pushing the button to increase by minutes in the center of the unit. 2 coupling functions, coupling percentage meter, as well as the coupling light at the face of the applicator. So once we have all the parameters set within the unit, we simply have to push the start-stop button in the middle of the screen to start a treatment. All the Zimmer Soleo line units come with an SD card which holds the external memory of the unit. The easiest way to get the SD card out is to just use the stylus card. The SD card allows us to store our favorites, our clinical indications and protocols, as well as do any software updates that we might have for the unit. For the initial setup on the Soleo line units, we have to work from the back side of the unit. So the first thing we notice when we turn the unit around is our power button. The next piece is our power cord plug-in. Then we move around to the ultrasound applicator input. On the bottom side of the applicator input, when you plug the ultrasound applicator in, one important piece to note are the arrows on the bottom of the applicator cords. The arrows do not go on the top. They go on the bottom of the applicator setting. And when the unit is all lined up, the applicator connector slides right in. If you have any questions or need any additional information, please give us a call or check out our website. Thank you.